Welcome to Howley. This is a brief tutorial on how to use and navigate around the canvas. So after you've created your account, the next step is to connect to HubSpot. You do that by clicking the Connect to HubSpot button here and then selecting the account that you want to view. In this case, I want to view the developer test account. This is the sandbox test account, but it's to give an example of what it looks like. So after you've connected your instance, you'll see in the top right corner here that HubSpot is connected. You can see the portal ID it's connected to, and you can see your user. From here, the first thing that you'll see are your workflows broken into different buckets, right? So you have contact type workflows, you have deal type workflows, you have company type workflows, and you have tickets. And if you have anything custom, you'll be able to view that as well. The way that you want to navigate around the canvas is very simple. It's drag and drop. You can scroll in and out to zoom in and out, or you can even select here the center view of all the workflows to get a clear view of everything that you're working on. What next step includes are, as you are in the canvas here, you can start to actually click these workflow nodes. And so the green dot symbolizes an active workflow. The purple dot symbolizes a workflow that has a connection to another workflow. And the red symbolizes an inactive workflow. And the inactive workflows here are also opaque, so they're not active. If I click into a workflow, for example, the re-engagement workflow, the first one here, we can see a brief description of what the workflow actually does. We can see the enrollment types and we can see the actions within that workflow. The most important though is that we see the connection. So what it started by and what it starts. So we can see that this workflow, the re-engagement workflow, is started by the welcome new lead workflow via workflow enrollment. And that's the one down here. What I can do is I can actually move this workflow to the side and I can move these workflows up here as I'm focusing on these. And we can see through the arrow that the lifecycle stage equals lead, meaning that is what triggers the next workflow. And oops, did you see what I just did is I clicked on the welcome new lead and all of a sudden it actually found another trigger. So through these workflows, we can see that if a contact becomes a new lead, so if the lead status is set to new and they submit a form, then what happens is we want to welcome that new lead. And we can see that the lead status being new triggers the welcome new lead workflow, which again, it sets the lead lifecycle stage to lead, waits for 5 days, and then sends a campaign. And then what happens is the lifecycle stage being lead is then triggering the re-engagement workflow, which lastly triggers the send special offer. The send special offer here is also triggered by or started by the open the test. It's started by the send an email series when a form is submitted. And so what this allows us to do is tell the story of where the workflow started, where it ends, and what is triggering it. So if you are a HubSpot admin and you're looking at this, it's an opportunity to see, well, these three workflows certainly shouldn't trigger the send special offer. It should only be the re-engagement workflow. So what it allows you to do is drag and drop these workflows around and then move out the inactive ones. What you can also do is if this is something you're working on for a client or you want to present this upwards, you can actually export this directly to Lucidchart or you can export it as a PDF here. So yeah, that is how you want to navigate and use the visualizer or the canvas. So zoom in and out, and then you can really quickly start to see these connections. Through here, you can even click directly into the HubSpot link and it takes you directly to that workflow. So you can make any desired changes you need to. And when you come back to HubSpot, every node that you have moved remains the same. And if you want to reset all of these nodes, well, then simply click on Reset Canvas Layout and it goes back to how it worked.